There's a really eerie feeling in the house because there's no kids home. This is so weird. This never happens. But my sweet sister took the two littles, and I'm waiting for the other kids to get home. Their bus is going to pull up any second. So I didn't plan this out. I don't really know what I'm doing, but this is kind of how makeup is for me. I guess I just don't really know. I don't have it all planned out. So we're just going to kind of wing it and see where it takes us. I do have some staple colors though that I always work with when I am going out that I'll show you. Anyway, okay, so here's a tip. If you aren't comfortable with reds or a brighter lip, you know, something like a really dramatic look, start with that feature first. So I would suggest if you're trying to wear a red lip like for Valentine's Day and you never wear a red lip, do the lip first. Don't wait until the end to do your lip, because then you could get your eyeshadow too dark or too dramatic for you, and then you're going in, you're trying to erase it, and then it ruins all your makeup, and then you end up in tears and you don't even want to do anything anymore. I get it, I've been there. So start out with your red lip first, okay? So, but I'm gonna show you the traditional way so you can just kind of see how that look is built. And then also, all you brow haters, go ahead and hate on, because my brows are like wicked stepsisters today. Like they just were not working, but whatever, it's okay. Oh, and then I also had a beanie on, so you can totally see where the beanie was. I'm a mess today, but whatever, it's all good. Okay, so one of my all-time favorite eyeshadows is MAC Naked Lunch. Okay, this color is great under the brow when you want a little bit of a shimmer. The reason I like this color is because as opposed to other shimmer colors, it's got a hint of peach to it, so it's more natural. You're not gonna get that, like, I don't know, sometimes when I wear like a shimmer underneath, I kind of feel like, oh my gosh, like kind of like drag queenish, you know, a little bit, which nothing against drag queens, like I love them, but you feel like maybe a little bit much under there. This takes that away. This is still really pretty. It's a good shimmer. It also catches beautifully in the light, like of a picture. So anyway, so we're gonna start with that. Shroom is also a different alternative. So if you have a lighter skin tone, you may wanna opt for Shroom because it's gonna be kind of the equivalent. This one's Shroom right here, the lighter one, and this is that Naked Lunch that I just put under my brow. So you can see there's a little bit more peach to it. Shroom is one of the top 3 products that MAC sells, period. I think it's the #2 product that MAC sells. It is wildly popular, but I find it too light for my skin tone. So anyway, okay, so the colors or the palettes I'm gonna work with today is MAC was genius and came out with these new palettes, which are really cool. They're already put together. You don't get to choose it, but you know, you can go to a MAC store and choose your colors. So these are just genius though. This is the Plum or Burgundy palette. I think this is $40 for all of those shadows, so it's really cool. And then also, there's the bigger one they put together also. Isn't that pretty? This is the Cool Neutral. So these are obviously, like the name suggests, these are neutral colors that you can wear really easily in the cooler family. They have a warm one too, but I have so many in the Pro palettes of the warm colors that I don't need that, so I needed these colors. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get into the Burgundy ×9, and I'm gonna get into this color right here. It's kind of like a rosy color. Let me make sure, I think it's Girly. Oh, this one's called Poppy Seed. But it's kind of the exact same as MAC has one called Girly. Now the reason I'm choosing this is because I've always stressed that berry colors or like cooler colors like this are gonna help whiten the whites of your eyes, okay? So whereas our lips are gonna be more of the focus, I still want my eyes to pop out, but I don't want a whole lot of makeup up there, okay? So I usually do a warm color up there because that helps my green stand out, but this helps the whites of my eyes stand out. So I'm taking, this is brush 217, I use this for the Naked Lunch also under my brow, and then I'm taking this in the crease and blending up. Okay? So just a little bit of dimension in there. This is working as my, it's called a transition color. So it's a good idea to have what's called a transition color that is closer to your flesh tone, either a little bit warmer or cooler, that goes from your crease almost up into your eyebrow, that just kind of blends everything nicely together. You cannot achieve a smoky eye without a transition color. So if you've attempted a smoky eye, and it's maybe because I have seen other beauty bloggers just throw on like some dark and light colors and there's no transition color, you have to have that transition color, and that's what that's doing for me, okay? All right, so then I'm going into the Cool Neutral palette. I'm going with this, let's see, this color right here, okay? It is called Sable, and how I describe Sable is a pink chocolate, if that makes sense. So there's some pink tones in it, but then there's also the really chocolatey brown, and it's a really, really pretty shimmer. Let me show you just like on there what it looks like. Can you see that? Not that one, right there. So it's so pretty. So I'm taking this, and I'm gonna tuck this on the outside corner. So I should note that I've been running around all day, like at my kids' school, so I do have makeup already on. So I just prepped my skin with my Aqua Glow foundation from Stila, and then also I did Studio Fix over because I wanted a little bit more coverage. Okay, so I'm taking that brush, MAC 239, and I'm taking this on the outer, like probably 2/3 of my eye. Then I'm gonna go back in with my 217 brush, and I'm gonna do circle, 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 windshield wiper. Circle, 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 windshield wiper. Okay, isn't that pretty? All right, like that. Okay, then here on the inside, I want it to really, really pop. All right, so I'm just building layer after layer after layer after layer, right? So I'm gonna make it pop, and I'm gonna do, let's actually, no, I'll show you a shimmer. Let's do, this is called Honey Lust. Isn't that pretty? So I'm gonna take Honey Lust, and I'm gonna take a synthetic brush. Actually, no, I'm gonna take a lip brush, a clean lip brush, okay, like that. And I'm gonna just dig that right into the Honey Lust, okay? I'm really gonna pack it on there, and then I need to tap, okay? And I'm gonna take this, and, okay, this color tends to get all over that eye area if you're not careful. Okay, it's just this color, because it's actually like a sparkle. So just be careful just to kind of wiggle it right in there and not flick your brush at all. So this is MAC brush 223, which I normally use for lips because it is so dense and compact. It's great as a lip brush, but it's really good for compacting color on the eye area. Okay, so the reason I'm choosing the gold is it's a really warm color, right? But it's gonna offset that pink chocolate. Isn't that pretty? Okay, then I'm gonna go in and do liner and mascara, and then I'm gonna go in and do a darker contour in there. So I found this, you guys, this is so cool. This is the Maybelline Masterpiece Skinny eyeliner. It's a gel eyeliner, so it's super smooth. There's a brown and a gray I did see. I chose just the black. So I don't normally wear a black eyeliner, but when I do, I want it super skinny in there. So look how genius, look at how tiny that is. Isn't that cool? So if you're scared of eyeliner, like in general, or especially black like this, go get one of these because they're super smooth and they go in so flawlessly. It's really cool. Okay, I feel like I need some background music or something. Okay, isn't that pretty? I just took that a little bit thicker on the outside. Look how skinny that gets in there though. It's like just right on my lashes. It's so cool. Okay, same thing over here. All right, I always have a hard time getting by my lashes on this side. Here we go. Like that. Okay, then I'm not gonna do this yet on the bottom, and I may not do it on the bottom. Like I said, we're just kind of winging it today. Okay, then I'm gonna go in with my 217. Oh, you know what? Sorry, let me throw on some mascara. All right, so I already have mascara on. I just have really light layer of on. But you know, I'm gonna curl my lashes at the base, in the middle, and then at the end, because I actually want a curl. I just don't want it to fold. Okay. Then I am taking MAC Mineralize mascara. This is a really soft mascara. It's so pretty. But I'm gonna take this underneath. And what I like about this is because it's a softer formula. Oh, I just got that on me. You really can layer it a bunch of times. Now remember, I have mascara under, so it's gonna look more dramatic right from the get-go. But if you get this mascara, this is a really cool mascara. It's so pretty, and it's so buildable. And as you guys know, I'm a blinker. I'm surprised nobody's blasted me on YouTube for that. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. So if you get mascara on you like this, just let it be. Just let it set. Unless you have a waterproof mascara, then it's a little bit harder to take off. But this isn't a waterproof formula, so I'm just going to let it completely dry on there. I'm going to keep going with my makeup. I'm not even going to stress over it, okay? Okay, so see, this is a pretty nude eye still. So what I'm going to do is I'm taking that 217 brush again, and I'm going to take a darker color. Let's do Sketch. This is one of my favorite colors also from MAC. It is a deep plum. In this palette though, there's Embark. You could use Embark. There's Antiqued. I know a lot of makeup artists use Antiqued. So I may go back in and just kind of blend that a little bit around there too. But for right now, I'm just going to take this Sketch and I'm just swirling my brush in there. And then what I like to do when I want to do that like darker contour right there is I look straight in a mirror, right? And I go, okay, I want it there, like that. Okay, and then I'm gonna go to the other side. Where do I want it? Because your eyes aren't always even, so don't get so hung up that, you know, you have to have that color even on both sides, because it's all about balance. So maybe your eye over here sits a little higher and this one sits a little lower. I know a lot of people's do. So you want to balance it and, you know, bring it. So don't get so hung up on, like, I know when you look at pictures of like eyeshadow, maybe on Instagram or bloggers or something like that, and it's so even because they're going like this, you have to understand like that, you know, when they open their eyes, like, so the wing liner, some eye shapes can do a wing, really pretty wing liner, and it looks just as pretty like this as it does open. But mine, I have to like skip it in order for it to look even normal at all when I'm opening my eyes. So don't get hung up on like, oh my gosh, it's not completely even. It's okay. It's totally okay. It works for you and it works for your face shape. Okay, so I'm gonna leave that like that. You see, it probably needs to be a little more blended. That's why I'm gonna go back with the transition color and just blend it all. Okay, so I'm just doing tiny little circles in there. Okay, going in to that crease and then just little circles. Okay. Okay, then I'm gonna go back with that transition color. That's that first color. So it just looks kind of messy-ish, right? Look at that, how it just blends everything together. Isn't that cool? So you have to have a transition color. Like that. So a lot of times when I do a darker color like that, I do it after my liner and my eyeshadow, because I'm sorry, my liner and my mascara, because my lashes already add darkness to that area. So I don't want to get too crazy and then add mascara on there and be like, oh man, I gotta erase that. So I do it, I kind of just skip around whatever works, you know. There's like, that's what I loved about working with MAC, is like when I worked for other lines before, they have a certain format. Like you have to do this, go in a row. This is the, you know, cosmetic company way, you know, whatever it's called. But MAC is just about artistry and about whatever works for you. you know? Okay, so there is that. I'm gonna get the lips and the cheeks and stuff, and then we may go back and add a little bit more. But isn't that pretty? Just, that is a, you know, a little bit more dramatic, but it's still soft. It's not gonna really compete with our lips, okay? Okay, then I'm gonna go ahead and do my contour. So I'm taking the MAC matte bronze and my contour brush. So I was watching, you know, my video when you look like recommended videos for you, like what to watch next. It brought up Jaclyn Hill, which she's, if you don't know who she is, she's like awesome, mega awesome, and I love her. But her contouring video, you have to look and see what your face shape is, right? She has a long, skinny face, okay? I don't. Mine is like more squared, heart, whatever it is, right? So her contouring video, she takes her contour right here, and then she's like, just dab it right there. That's it, right? I was like, that would never work for me in a million years. So, you know, if what I am showing you guys doesn't work for you, it's because it's on my face shape. But for the most part, my contouring video did show you where every face shape goes, you know? But yeah, so she just brought it like right there. And then she's like, don't bring it down in here because it's like drag queen. I'm like, you wouldn't even be able to see it on my face if it didn't come down. You know, if I didn't shape it right here, there's no point. You can't even see out here. That's why I like it darker out there. It's because you can't see it. But what I'm getting at, you guys, is what one makeup artist says may work for you and what the other one says may be a joke for you. You've got to just make it work for yourself. You know, if what I'm doing doesn't work, then don't bring it in all the way. You know, if you have a longer face, but she doesn't need a whole lot of contouring because she already has that pretty long face, you know, and I need more contouring. Clearly like a drag queen. Okay, anyway. Okay, so there's that. And then for blush, did I even bring out any blushes? Sorry, you guys. Okay, we'll use this one. So this one is that Plum Foolery that I used in one of my videos before. And I'm taking my powder brush and I'm going back and forth. And then I'm gonna take it up on my cheekbones this time. I almost don't want it to come down onto the apples of my cheeks because I'm gonna have a lot of color right here as it is anyway. And I don't wanna just like feel like a clown, you know? Like I have cheeks and lips and eyes and stuff. So I'm keeping it back almost like behind my eye, okay? This is so pretty. I love this color. Okay. There we go. Now let's do a highlight color, but again, I don't want to compete. So I'm going to take my contour brush, okay, because it's going to make it go on more diffused and a little bit softer than a littler brush. And I'm taking that Carefree from MAC that's a little bit lighter that I like. And I'm just kind of dabbing, but I don't want to feel so made up and that I can't hug Ben tonight or, you know, on Valentine's Day when we go out. And that is how I feel when I have a bunch of makeup on. It's like, you know, don't touch me because it's gonna get all of your clothes. I don't wanna feel like that. It's Valentine's Day. I wanna go out and hug him and have fun. So I'm just barely tapping this on, okay? You can barely tell I have it, which is what I want. Okay, then let's do lips. So I have a couple options that are really, really pretty. Let me grab my lip brush, here we go. Okay, so I am really into the berry reds right now. Okay, I can suggest some other reds, but for right now I'm going to do berry red. So before I even started any of this, I put the MAC Prep and Prime on, and that's been setting up the whole time. And this lip liner is called Trust in Red, and I love this color because it's a red, but it's got a little bit cooler tone, so meaning like a more pinky berry tone. So I'm going to go ahead and line my lips, and how I line is I start here and then go out, right, to create the curve, and then I do the bow, and then I try to start on the outside. Sometimes I don't always do it, but when I'm doing reds, I try to start on the outside. Because if you get this and you go down, you automatically, just our natural inclination is just to go straight. So you really want to round it up, okay? Okay. Now this is a ProLongwear, so it's a waterproof formula, which is awesome when you're going on a date and you're gonna be smooching all night. Okay, and I am a fan of just a lip liner. So to be honest, I would just rock that. Isn't that pretty? But I'm gonna show you Pink Pearl Pop. This is one of my favorite colors of all time. I love this. It's like a corally pink. So I'm loading up my lip brush. That not pretty. So see, with this, I would totally go darker because I think I can afford to go a little bit darker up there, right? But what I'm gonna do is blot to take most of that off. And then I am going to take, so that Trust in Red, that lip liner I did, looks good with a berry lip, looks good with anything, but this is MAC Red. This is a killer red if you guys don't have this. So this red has both warm and cool tones to it. So anyone can wear this red. Anytime anybody asks for a red, this is really what I suggest. Like, Ruby Woo is really popular, and I know that's in like all the magazines right now and stuff, and that is a beautiful color. But this one has both warm and cool to it. So since I put that pencil underneath it, it pulled a little bit cooler into the cooler tone, which I'm totally okay with because I think that is beautiful and it works perfectly with that eye that I did. Okay, so like I said, I am going to go back in though, and I'm gonna darken that. So I am gonna take Antiqued, which is this color. It's a shimmer and it's warmer. And I am gonna go and darken in there. Okay, and across the lid a little bit. Okay, now I'm gonna wipe off my brush. And then I'm gonna go circles and back and forth. So now my eye area, I can afford to take a little bit higher than some people because I have a lot of eye space right there. But if you don't take it that high. Just keep it really compact, just whatever you're comfortable with. There. All right, now let's go a little bit underneath. So this is one of the brushes I was talking about, the 219, that I really love. I'm gonna go in with that sketch and I'm just tapping, but I'm filling up the whole area. And I'm gonna take this. This brush is the best if you want a bottom liner. No matter what color, if it's smoky or not smoky, you know, if it's a really dark color, I mean, or if it's like a really light color, it's good. There we go. So I'll snap some pictures because I will bet you $1 million this is gonna look more dramatic on camera, standing up in front of my my window than it does right here at this second. Oh, and then let's, actually I'm gonna darken, crap, I don't know where my liner brush went, there it is. I'm gonna darken my brows. Not actually darken, I'm just gonna go in and fill where some of that highlighter took it off right there. And then if you, I wanna do false lashes, and if you guys need help and think you're gonna wear them for Valentine's Day, so before next week, just tell me on Instagram at Breckhouse, and I'll just hurry really quick and do a quick video. But I just don't have my stuff right here in front of me, or else I would do it right now. I think I've maybe worn false lashes like 4 times, 5 times in my entire life. And they're so fun. Like, and Valentine's Day is definitely one of those nights to do it. Okay, there we go. Okay, then this little guy right here, right? So I don't have a Q-tip out here, dang it. So I'm gonna try to use probably a brush for this, and I'll do synthetic because they're a little bit harder up top. But you just want to flick it off, and it shouldn't disturb your makeup. You see that, how it kind of separated and flicked off? Oh, there we go. Okay, and then it doesn't disturb your makeup underneath at all. So if you guys get mascara up here, let it completely dry. The best thing is a Q-tip and just go just really quick, and it comes right off. Okay, so just let it dry, just don't freak out. Okay, there you go. Happy Valentine's Day, the most dramatic look. And if you guys need false lashes, just put it on my Instagram. Remember to follow and subscribe to my YouTube channel, please. And then head over to Instagram and ask me any questions, and I'll for sure just post something really quick for you to answer. Okay, thanks guys.